This is my Kotlin multi-platform product application. So, as you know, like we have to create an expect class that has something like a subscription manager, and it has three options. When the user clicks on the subscribe, then I'll call this function, and then it will have some callback that gonna say tell me like whether user successfully purchased that particular products or not. And then I have something like a is user subscribe again is a callback function because it does make some calls in the background, and we have a different delegate method that gonna gives us the whether the particular product is really subscribed or not. And then manage subscriptions, which means if users has done the successful subscription, then he needs to know how to manage it, right? For example, he might have subscribed today and tomorrow you feel like it is not optimal to him, so we have to give an option to manage the subscriptions as well. So these are the three functions I call it as a expect. So under shared common main, and I create a IAP folder inside that you could see that subscription manager. So the moment you say expect, and then you have to provide the actual function as well. So in each platform. So as of now, I have three different platform iOS. This main is for Android, and JVM is main for like desktop applications. Obviously, JVM main doesn't have anything because I have not integrated a desktop related stuff. So I make it as a empty here. Let's go back and see how I implemented for Android. So for Android, I just created a subscription, actual class subscription, where it just has something like a billing helper. That's a class, and this billing helper itself exposing all required things like a purchase subscriptions and check subscriptions. Again, it takes a callback and give the return the something to the user. For manage subscriptions, I just launching this particular deep link that takes the user to the play.google.com and the subscription page. So I don't want to manage or create some option where I subscribe myself. Instead, I redirect the user to this particular screen. Okay, this is very much easy. And let's see what I actually did inside the biller helper and where it is. So if you look at the biller helper, actually it is in the shared and Android main. Under Kotlin, there is I created another folder again like IAP where I place this code. Actually, this particular helper making use of something like a com.building.client. So how you look at this one? So you just have to incorporate this dependency. So implementation com building dot version number is 7.1.1. So that gonna gives this particular API which I already placed under this one. So just if you go here, this iOS target, never mind about this. So this is under Android, right? It's under Android dependency. I just put this one. This billing alpha is a simple like a billing client. Here you just have to replace this Big Boss Premium with the whatever the numbers or whatever the name you mentioned as part of the Play Store. Okay, that particular name will goes here. I think you just have to use this name, and then we have something like a billing client. You just have to initialize this billing client, just put this code, then you're good. And then I have something like a connect play store. So connect play store is like it's gonna check whether the particular billing client is ready to make an operation. Like if not, you just have to make a connections and keeping this particular billing client is ready for further operations. So next is check the subscription status. Again, you just have to create your parameter like using the query purchase.new builder, and you just have to check the product type is equal to subscriptions, and you just have to use the billing client dot query purchase async, and then you're gonna give us two things as a output stuff like one is a billing result, another is a purchase. You have to check billing result code is okay. If yes, then from this billing purchased items you just have to see whether the item you intended for is already subscribed or not. That's why I'm using any, and the subscriber is called here. Then I just have to call the callback function saying that the particular users are this particular subscription type is already exist or not. If I found it here, I say true, it would be true. Otherwise, if something not happened properly, I blindly say false. And then the actual purchase stuff will gonna come here. Again, I have to create the query parameters, query product detail parameters. I just say like a new builder, product ID is equal to Big Boss Premium, which can be different for yours, and product type is also subscriptions. And then I say query product detail async and just providing this parameter. and then it's gonna gives us a callback on as a building this under the product detail list. After making everything, I just say launch billing flow. The moment I launch the billing flow, then you would see that the UI is popped up from the Play Store, and then where you continue from the subscription thereon. Okay. Once everything is completed, there is something like handle pay will be called as a callback function, where I just provide the listener area, right? If something has happened, then it goes into the under purchase, and where you can see the purchase status is purchased. Then you just have to acknowledge the customer saying that, okay, this purchase has been done. Do you see this one, this purchased callback, whichever I provided here? I just setting it as a class level parameter and keeping it here, because it's this, even you launching it here, you will be get the callback as part of this particular listener, like which is enter purchase, where it's gonna give the callback after you launch that particular flow. Okay, that's why I keep this purchase callback there. Once I receive the result, I just send true because I already purchased it. So this is how it's supposed to be handled for Android. Let's come to the iOS part. That's where we have a big trouble in it.